up and down like some stop. Spit it, watch me flop. This industry ain't giving no props. Kicking the dope up the ops. We thinking outside the box. We coming up on some loot. First our vision, move with skill, precision, focus in and shoot. Up and coming like the sun when rising. Deep into my mind and see what kind of person I am. Maybe we got something in common. Time is ticking, time to get it. No bullshitting. Take a listen, see how we sparkling and glisten. Omnipresent, can't you feel it? I'm up, I'm coming, I'm still coming. My clouded vision so clear. I'm coming, I done lost all my fear. I'm coming, what you get is what you get. I'm coming, yeah, I'm still coming. My clouded vision so clear. I'm coming, I done lost all my fear. I'm coming, what you get is what you get. Back to Up and Coming. I'm your host, Javerick 100 Trillion. You know what time it is. It's time for another great interview. Right now, we got the photographer extraordinaire. You know what I'm saying? Kalon. You know what I'm saying? Kalon. You know what I'm saying? So, everybody go ahead and give it up for Kalon. Yeah.
That.
So Kalon, what's going on, man? I'm seeing your pictures online. Like, you take great photographs. Like, your models, they look great. But you know, the poses, the photos themselves, you know, they real big. So
man, I appreciate that. Yeah, I put a lot of time into that. I put a lot of time into my craft. Okay. It's art for me. I mean, that's exactly what it is. And you know what? I actually started out. Mm-hmm. Well, not started out. I dabbled in like producing music at one point, just for like a split second.
Whoa, I didn't know that.
And when I started doing photography, one of my mentors, he said, music and photography is the same thing, and it made sense right away. Because if you think about like colors, if you think about adjusting sounds, if you think about static, you think about all these different entities, if you can think of pixels as an amp, like something that pushes what you want. I mean, it's different ways you can look at it, but it makes sense though. But like art and the way you feel while you're doing it, if you connected to it like that, it's the same thing, bro.
Whoa, wow, that's deep, though.
So when I'm in the groove, I have the same type of feeling I had when I used to, you know what I'm saying, make music back in the day.
Okay.
So I was like, man, when he said that, I was like, that's spot on.
So why you stopped making music?
Because I never really started. My homeboy, shout out the Big A.
Okay. Big A, I heard of Big A.
Yeah, Big A.
Yeah, Big A. Shout out Big A.
He's Slickta Southside legend.
Yeah, he sure is.
Not even on the low.
Straight up on Front Street.
That's my brother.
Yeah, home be getting.
But he had got a studio like when he was young.
Okay.
Like before anybody even thought about doing something like that, like he got him a studio. He did a lot of work for Block before that.
Right.
And he kind of got into engineering, and then he got his own thing. And when he had his own thing, you know what I'm saying? We basically fam, so I'd be over there and I'd be in there mixing.
Okay.
And it'll come together. It came together quick for me, just like photography, because I really haven't. It was the same way I picked up making music. It's the same way I immediately picked up photography. Like I just was good at it right away. It's a lot of things that if there's an art to it, I can pick it up.
I can dig that.
Quickly.
I can dig that. So you sound like a creator.
Yes.
You know.
Yes, if nothing else.
Right. And that's what's up. You know, creators kind of can create anything. You know, can take a grain of sand and create a castle. You know.
You have to have that mindset. You got to think. You got to understand small and think big.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So yeah, that is true. Like, you have to use that side of your brain.
You got to use both sides. Yeah. You got to. So, what made you want to choose photography?
When you find your lane really finds you.
Okay.
I think photography found me.
Okay.
I would never say I found or I got into photography or into the same way I got into with doing music.
Mm-hmm.
I never wanted to make money off of it. It's just I like doing.
You like
shit.
doing it, and that's what makes it fun.
That's what makes it fun.
Yeah, you got to have a love for something because otherwise you're not gonna even want to do it. It's gonna feel like you're going to work.
Like it's work. And
Yeah.
so I started doing photography. Well, I was taking pictures.
Okay.
I wasn't doing photography. I was
Just
taking pictures.
Okay.
And I post some pictures of some oversaturated landscape that I done did thinking it was hot. You know what I'm saying? Because back then, I didn't understand that less was more of a photographer. But anyway, I posted a few pictures and somebody, well, I didn't know you was a photographer. And at that point, I was like, I could have either said, well, I'm not. But I didn't turn it down.
Right.
So somebody called me out like, well, you can come take some pictures of me. This,
Yeah.
And I just went, bro.
Damn right.
And that was really, that was it. I went.
I was just broadcasting earlier before this show, and I was broadcasting on the radio station. Shout out to BlakCrown Radio. You know what I'm saying? So I was just saying, telling the people, no matter how small your beginning is, or if you feel like you don't have enough, still start. Because you got to start, no matter what.
That's that grain of sand we was just talking about.
Yeah.
Understand the small.
Exactly.
And you get to the big.
Exactly. You know, you start somewhere and stay consistent.
Yes, sir.
With what you're doing. And that's what's up. Just like you said, you didn't start photography, you started taking pictures.
I started taking pictures.
That's a difference. You know
It's
what I'm saying?
big difference.
It's a big difference.
It's a big difference. I mean, and I really had some people, I didn't originate that. Somebody was commenting on my work, and they gave me like the best compliment ever. Like, you are a photographer.
Mm-hmm.
You do photography. You capture art.
Yeah.
These other people out here taking pictures.
Exactly. and that's what it is, you know.
And then, you know what I'm saying? And I feel that, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I do have that connection. If you look at my work, it's a lot of people who follow me. You know what I'm saying? I feel weird calling them fans because, you know what I'm saying? It's just weird to me because it is so intimate for you to put your work out there and somebody like it. And I'm almost more of a fan of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
I'm with you.
they said, I mean, just the compliment. Just
Yeah. And I noticed, like, you incorporate, like, nature a lot with your photography. Is that on purpose, or is that from the art, the model?
With nature?
Yeah.
You mean as far as,
like, is that something that you're into, like, with the photography and the nature, or is that something like your model say, hey, I want to do this or do that? I mean, do you...
if it depends. Like, my models, it's my full idea. It's my full concept.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I guess I would be attached more to nature than like a blank backdrop, if that's what you're saying.
Right. Nature, I mean, nature is, like, lovely to me. I mean, photography and nature.
If you can connect with it and you can get, and I'm learning different things that you have to do with that, like, if you can get the right time of day, you can, I'm at the stage where I'm particular about colors now. In the beginning, I was just like, just show up. But now I know, like, man, let's try and match this background and the picture just feel better.
Right. Okay. Makes a lot of sense.
But yeah, so yeah, I do. I mean, because like I said, I started out like taking landscape, like flowers and water and shit. That's what I was taking pictures of as like a therapy when I picked up the camera. So yeah, I've always, and I liked it because I used to watch National Geographic all the time when I was younger. Like, in those pictures, and I see, you know what I'm saying, how they capture nature, and I just loved it. And I guess I wanted to kind of mimic it, and it made me feel good. I always liked animals, so I guess I would be attached to the nature. If they paid me, if the little flowers, they had a bank account they could pay me, I'd probably shoot more of it.
I can dig it. I can dig it. I mean, it's people that's into that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's people that's into that. You know what I'm saying? Not saying just the nature itself, but a model, whether it be, I don't know, a car or a person or whatever, and nature. You know, a lot of people that's into that, you know. And I noticed that, you know what I'm saying? That's one thing that I noticed. You know, background is big, you know.
Yes.
So off the subject, we're gonna get back on the subject.
Oh,
So we just had a wild ass election, and I'm not even asking no, size, but it was kind of draining on the American people. The people that's really into politics and not into the hype.
Right.
So, any feelings about that without saying too much?
I don't know if you can be into the politics without being into the hype. I
Yeah,
think I'm real weird about it. You know what I'm saying? Truth be told, I did not vote.
Okay.
I did not vote. And
you got that right.
I have that right.
You got that right.
I don't know what's
People
on the
always
table,
talking
to be
about you exercise your right to vote, but you have a right not to vote as well.
Yeah, and I don't pretend to know more than I do about
And I
it.
respect that.
And even when someone does explain it to me, the hoorah, like you say, the hype behind it, it seems kind of like a reality show type drama rather than like something I could respect.
That's exactly
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so it's
that's
like
what
I
I'm saying.
don't know what I'm going off of anymore.
It's like a big story playing out.
And I don't know how to accept that in my energy. I'm real protective of my energy by any means, bro. I don't live in the same world everybody else does. I didn't connect with the hoorah around it because I noticed that no matter what happens, I just know a lot of people gonna be mad.
Yeah. No matter what,
the person in the person that's causing the most drama, you know what I'm saying, the president. They don't really. I'll put it like this: the motherfuckers you can't vote out.
Yeah.
Every 4 years that we have a problem with. That's really the problem.
Yeah.
And who really, you know what I'm saying, make the shit spin. I look at the whole system. Really, it's like the president to me is like something. It's like giving your little cousin a fake controller.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
you know
what I'm saying? Like, here, just play with that. And, You know what I'm saying? But the people, but the motherfucker who
They're
got
really
sense,
controlling.
you don't even know.
They invisible.
You just sitting there thinking like,
They invisible.
you're not doing anything.
Yeah,
bro.
and I'm with you. I'm with you because you have to know that for a country to run continuously, no matter who the president is, it has to be something. Like, nothing changes. Whether you're there 4 years, 8 years, you have small changes, but overall, the system is still the system.
The system is the system, and it's so beautifully built, bro. As long as you have two different sides, there will never be peace. And you're that much easier to manipulate. Okay, this side will win the election this year.
Yeah.
Only to get everything undone, but next year when a different party, you know what I'm saying, it just stays neutral to me.
Right.
If I, you know what I'm saying, like I said, I don't pretend to know more than I do, but anytime I've had it explained to me, it didn't sit well.
Yeah, and I'm the same way. And I always said, even on my posts, that's why I'm always posting vote for me. Because when I say vote for me, people don't understand that when I say vote for me, I'm saying vote for yourself. So, you see, because
they saying it too.
Right.
When they read it, they saying vote for me.
Right. So dig this. You have in the government, you have blue, red, left wing, right wing.
Yes, sir.
I've been outside I've been going outside for like 42 years now. And I have yet to see a bird flying with one wing. You understand?
Right.
So
Right.
I mean, this is the same bird.
Yeah.
Left wing, right wing. I have never seen a bird fly with one wing. So, but you're right. As long as you have two sides, you always gonna be divided because somebody's gonna want their side to win, no matter what.
And the basis of why they want their side to win is becoming very, like, childish, bro.
Very childish.
Like, cause it's more
very
emotionally
childish.
based.
Oh my God. We can't go by emotions when it comes. If you really into politics and you really think that your vote or the person that you go for is in power, you can't go by emotion or small things. You need to really find out about those people, whoever's running.
Yeah.
Whoever.
Yeah. And I doubt a lot of people do that.
A lot of people don't do that. I mean, Well, anyway.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But, I mean...
Yeah, I mean, that's,
I don't know.
We're in a sad state, and it's going to get sadder. I mean, as black people in the United States, and I'm not even talking about people from other countries that happen to be the same skin tone. I mean, as black people from the United States, we already have something, we have a system that's stacked against us.
Yes.
And as soon as we divide ourselves because of the system, that's exactly what we're doing. We're dividing ourselves because of the system. Like, we're saying, no, we don't want this master. We want this master. And if you don't like my master, you can kiss my ass. I don't care if we family or not. You know what I'm saying? I mean, no matter what. I mean, but at the same time, you got to look at policies and who's doing things in the government other than hype. I know for sure, and I'm kind of, I've seen for years how the media will take one of our teenage boys,
right,
and call him a grown man in a crime,
right,
and make him into the biggest monster that we ever seen. And then how they would take a grown white male and that may kill about 50, let's just say 9 people.
Yeah.
And take him to Burger King, or maybe call him, misled, misguided young man. But the same media, as soon as they bash somebody that you don't like, you love that shit and you eat that shit up. This is the same media that's been fighting us, for forever.
Well, whichever side win and get to tell the story. You understand that?
I understand that. That's the same way, like in the diaspora, or however you want to pronounce it. The winner tells the story, which is his story.
His story. It's not necessary, and a lot of people get taught that history. Whichever side wins, that's the story you get. Now, it's a lot of gray area, but you won't hear that.
You won't hear the gray area.
So, and that's the same thing. Like,
or the black area.
Yeah.
You hear only the white area.
Yeah.
And that's not even going by skin tone. We're talking about social status.
Yeah.
That's what black and white means.
Here.
And
I think that it's the way of man, bro, because it's places on this earth where everybody look the same and they still beef about something. It's just always going to be something, bro.
It's always something.
As long as it's two different things.
Someone's taller, someone's shorter, someone's, I don't know, richer, someone's poor.
I mean, the very first war was religion, and that was supposed to be about some love shit, That was supposed to be about peace. Anything, I mean, that's a yin-yang of it all. You can't have peace without war.
So, yeah, and exactly. That's, kind of like what Einstein said. And I always quote Einstein on this. He don't know. He said that, I don't know what weapons will be used in World War III, but I know that in World War IV, it'll be sticks and stones. You see, that shit, when I read that shit, it kind of sent chills up my spine. Like, dude, do you know how deep?
That's deep, bro.
Catastrophic that will be.
My mind exploding right now.
Right. You see what I'm saying? And so when I read that, I kind of would, it kind of let me see that the only way we going to have any world peace is when all these people that want war go ahead and have their war. The war that they want, the big war, the one that they want, that's the only way we're going to have peace, when they go ahead and knock each other out.
But that means, I mean...
There's going to be a lot of casualties.
The war they want, you know what I'm saying, nuclear, I think everybody's just done after that, right?
Yeah, and nuclear, if you break the word...
I guess that would be peace.
Yeah, that would be peace. Because if you break the word down, nuclear is nuclear. So now we just cleared out a new territory for y'all to start over, maybe whenever this dust or whatever, this nuclear stuff die down.
How you feel about that? Like, would you be one of those people who, like, live in a cave or some shit?
Man, I'm preparing myself.
You prepare
Man, I've been
yourself now?
preparing myself for a few years now. I mean, you don't know what's going on. You don't know. That's why, like we was talking earlier about the springs, the water.
Yeah.
I grow. I try to, go get my own water. I don't know what these folks got planned, so I'm like, man, I got to try to be as self-sufficient as possible, if possible, and I would like for my nation to be the same. BlakCrown, I mean, it's just, it may started out as a record label, but, the what we stand for, and it's an acronym, as I told Frosty the other day, is bestowing legacy amongst kings, creating royal organization within Nubians. You feel me? So what we want to do is, if this shit, I mean, this is my theory, and I know this interview kind of, man, this is my theory.
Hey, what I told you, I can't hang out. I can't hang out, bro.
So this is my theory, right? Shit's gonna go left, no matter what.
It has to though.
She's gonna go left. So we really have to make it to where we don't depend on people, anybody. We have to depend. We have to depend on ourselves. So henceforth we started the radio station because the vibe of our nation, you know what I'm saying, in Black America, our music is the soundtrack of our life. And
become the soundtrack of America.
Yeah, it becomes the soundtrack of the world. And so our music is not even ran by us. The people that's at the top, that's running our music game, and I know this because I've been doing music for a while, it's like you have to sound like this, or you have to say this, or you have to be in this.
Fit in the mold.
You got to fit
in the wave. Whatever's
going on at that time. You see,
if you try and catch the wave like that, you already late.
You're already late,
and that's how you
already
how they
late.
be fucking over artists. They get you to sound this way. And, you know what I'm saying? You expendable. You can get another one of you. You know what I'm saying? And I just say the shit that we said to say, and if it worked, great.
Yeah.
If not,
and I've been told that from a label that my talent was, they liked me and they feel what I was talking about, but I wasn't what they was looking for at that time. And it was a popular label right here in Atlanta. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So, hey.
But I mean, that's business. They know what they want too. Just like if you got your thing, you gonna have a certain type of...
Yeah, so I listen.
Yeah.
I listen to see what the fuck they came out with next. And that shit flopped.
Yeah.
Like, I still say to this day, I would have fucked them over. Not saying fuck them over in the sense where I do them bad, but the person that they put out, like, that nigga ain't got no talent compared to me. Right. That's how I feel. You see what I'm saying? But he went along with what the game wanted at the time.
And you made your own way though.
And I made my own way.
You wasn't trying to depend on. You can't afford to depend on somebody else's vision if you're a visionary. No, you can't. So I mean, you can't ask for somebody to have permission to be who you is, bro.
Exactly. Back to yourself. So you're a visionary. And I know, so you're a photographer, but I know you do other things. So besides photography, do you do any videography? I don't know if I said that right or wrong.
Videography? I do not at the moment.
Okay.
I have a lot of people like trying to encourage me to do it.
Okay.
But I want to really get the photography side down before I actually try and invest in, because it's a whole nother setup.
Okay.
And this shit ain't cheap.
No. It really ain't.
So
and
really,
I understand.
right now, you know what I'm saying, I would much more rather pull a videographer in and put him on the team and just, you know what I'm saying, have him do his thing, and I can maybe direct, but him make his money, I make a percentage, but it's just not enough time to really master both, to be honest, bro.
I understood, and I respect that, because we had a segment on the show before about jack of all trades and how being a jack of all trades can actually hurt you.
It can hurt you.
It can hurt you because you're trying to master different things.
If you let's say you tried to stack blocks right here. if you stack one layer,
Mm-hmm.
that's gonna get higher.
It's gonna
If
get
you
higher.
had 5 different layers and you try to stack,
Yeah. You got to
by
constantly.
the time you get to the where this first one, the one by itself was,
I like the synopsis.
you know what I'm saying? So you will spend way more time being okay at each thing instead of being really great at one.
At one thing.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow. That is good.
So
Y'all heard that, right? I like the way he broke that down with the blocks. You know what
But
I'm
a
saying?
lot of people, I mean, it's certain instances where multitasking is good, but you can, like with photography, I focus on it. I don't do videography. I just try and pimp photography several different ways.
You got to.
I do canvas blow-ups. You know what I'm saying? I blow up some pictures. I don't know if you've seen my piece Sitting Loudly. That session was legendary. Shout out to Whitney. Afro
I have to check that
on IG, man, showed me some of. That's actually our first shoot together, but we didn't got so much love off that. I'm talking about, but I sell that one. That's long to short. I sell different parts. I can take pictures of the city. I can sell that on canvas.
Mm-hmm.
I do bands. They said people asked me when I did switch over to doing photography, what kind of photographer was I going to be? And like I said, I didn't know anything about photography, so I wouldn't even know what to say. If I did want to be a certain thing, what to call it. But I just knew I wasn't only going to be able to afford it to be one thing. I was going to have to do whatever it is. So I do sports. I do weddings. I do models, headshots. Man, everything still I catch it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, but, yeah, that's...
Speaking of sports, I see you stay physically fit. you into in the phys. You see, I wear my long sleeve because I ain't want to embarrass you. I ain't want to embarrass you. You know what I'm saying? I'm swollen.
I appreciate it, boy. Let me live.
Yes, sir.
Let me live, man. I appreciate that. That's a great host.
Hey, do you see what I'm saying? It's all about my gas.
That's
You
a great
feel me?
host, bro. I appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir.
These sleeves, I can't hardly.
Hey, you know what, bro?
I fit this shirt last year.
And
I grabbed it, and I was like, dang, bro. Well, it's going to have to be today.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, straight up. Because, I mean, honestly, if I was your size, I'd probably do the same thing. Like,
I'm
fuck
not
it.
doing it.
Hey,
I'm not doing it.
you ain't got no choice. I already know.
Because this is the thing. I'm short. You know what I'm saying? So things that's going to fit my arms going to be a dress on me.
And
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, man, I don't know. All right, so you look like I'm...
So no matter what,
no matter it's going to look until I get that bag.
Yeah.
Taylor.
Okay.
Then it's just going to be... It's gonna be tight around.
Hey, it's coming because your photography is on the chain, bro.
I mean, appreciate it. But you know what? Like how we was talking earlier about how you got started and you expanded.
Right.
I don't want people to look at me as a photographer. If you met me 4 years ago, you would not think I'd be doing photography now. And even before I did, which you know what I'm saying, I'm an electrician by trade. I'm an electrician. Yeah, electrician by trade. Okay. And before that, you know what I'm saying, I worked with Red Bull. Like, I opened a lot of accounts for Red Bull in Georgia. That's when they first got here.
Okay.
But it's just
so
different.
You're like on marketing?
Account manager.
Okay.
Yeah, I was doing that at 18, bro.
Whoa.
Yeah,
so you got good experience in accounts.
I had a lot of good mind building, independent building. Like, I learned most of my job taught me how to be independent. You know what I'm saying? Even with electrical, you know what I'm saying, you're going to run men, you're going to be there, you know what I'm saying, you learn how to talk to the customer.
Right.
I did industrial work, so we were at plants, and we were talking to all these big wigs, you know what I'm saying? You got to learn the lingo, you got to learn to fit in, you got to learn to lay low, you got to learn to be on time.
Okay.
You got to learn to understand that the job has to get done.
So, like they say, you had to do a lot of code switching also.
Yeah.
I like they say, I mean, because, you know, we the only people on earth that can code switch because, you know, we have a natural tongue that's like we speaking right now. But then we had that tongue that we got into the business world and,
yes, sir.
And you know, not we putting on or nothing, but, you know,
it's just,
other people find us
to
offensive.
me, when in wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's how I approach.
Right.
Like I don't consider it fake. A lot of people say it's fake. I just have to, you know,
It's
what I'm saying?
fitting
I have the best. One of the best abilities is adaptability.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's part of it, bro. You know what I'm saying? It ain't being fake. It's using tools. Bro.
And we probably the only people on earth that can do that. We kind of like chameleons. You know, I've never seen another culture, and that's not talking down on nobody else, that can do that.
But
because they're
kind of slick
all the
forced to,
time.
though. We was kind of slick
Forced to, exactly.
Because our native tongue was taken away from us.
Taken away.
You know
we
what I'm
don't
saying?
even know it.
if what you really are is taken away, the whole time you're gonna be mimicking.
Okay.
You're gonna, you know what I'm saying? From
Other
there
people.
on out.
Other
because
people,
you don't
everybody
have
around.
something. You're not anything.
You're gonna adapt.
You're gonna adapt to wherever.
Whatever.
I mean, it's just wherever you at, bro. Like I know
man.
some Asians who sound way more Southside than me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, straight up.
And it ain't them pretending.
I've gotten people ask me, am I really from Atlanta?
Yeah.
Because I guess I don't talk as slum as most people.
You have to work on that non-diction radio voice.
Yeah.
That's how you get that international money.
Yeah, but it's been like that forever. Like, because, I mean, I always hung with people from different places. Like, I never, and I listen to music from different places. I never just said, I'm going to just listen to music from Atlanta or I'm going to just listen to music from the South. I don't care what it is. If I think it's fire, I don't care if it's white, black, I don't care if it's north, south, east, west. I'm going to listen to it. And then I hang with who I want to hang with.
If you like it, you like it.
Right. So I never really just got into, you know, trying to sound Atlanta.
You can't. I mean, you know, even if you saying that, like, it's impossible to sound Atlanta now.
True.
Because everybody is a melting pot. It's just a melting pot of...
Atlanta's worldwide.
Yeah, bro.
International. Like, in the rap game right now, everybody sound like they from Atlanta.
So definitely a way. South got something to say.
South got something to say. Y'all heard that? So, so besides, and I know you just mentioned the electrician.
Mm-hmm.
Besides photography and electrician, is there anything else you...
I just started painting.
Okay.
I picked that's another one of the things I just kind of took to.
Okay, and I've seen some of your photography. I'm not photography. Some of your artwork. I've seen some of your artwork. I like, yeah.
I appreciate it,
So for you to just get started, you know you got talent in it.
Bro, it was mind-blowing, bro. It was mind-blowing, dog. Like, people, like my folks, like, they looking at me like, what is going on?
Mm-hmm.
Like, because you would never think any of this would come out of me a few years ago. And I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm sitting back and I'm painting and shit, and I'm back, and in my mind, I'm in the back room, in the backside of my room, backside of my mind, just looking at it too, like, what the fuck? Okay. This shit really working.
True.
This shit
and it look good.
It looks good.
When I'm looking, I'm like, he must have been painting for a while. That's
Bro,
what it looks
good.
like to me. Yeah.
That's amazing to me, dog.
Yeah, so yeah.
A lot of people say I was born again. I had a real bad accident in 2015. Okay. And ever since I came back from that, like,
wow.
I just remember sitting on that bed. Like, this is how it happened.
Mm-hmm.
I was coming from a birthday party downtown. And through my rear view, like, headed down near the graded curve, it was two Camaros. I know it was Camaros because they passed me on the other side, but I seen lights. You know, you can see lights coming up fast and kind of zigzagging lanes moving fast. That's what they're doing. I'm like, man, these folks about to have a wreck. Well, apparently, when I was looking at them in my rear view, let's say, you know how a hill work. If you're at the bottom, you can't see the top. Right. The best way to see it is be at the peak of each one. When I was at this point, I was looking at them in my rear view. I didn't start looking forward again until I got down the hill, and over the hill was a car parked. Right in the middle of 75, bro.
What the fuck?
Right in the middle of 75, bro. I hit dudes doing 60.
And that's like a little bit past 20.
A little bit past 20, bro.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if I was passed out or not. I just remember coming to, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just say coming to because I don't know if it was some time passed. And I sat up, bro, and I was like, I wonder if I got some weed in the car.
Damn! Hey, if that's what they do,
like, shit,
we know the police. Atlanta is on the way.
That was the first thing I thought, like, bruh, So I'm looking. It's some people on the side of the road. 'Cause I'm in the middle of the expressway, dog.
Whoa.
I'm in the middle of the expressway, and
Oh
it's
my
people,
God.
pedestrians on the side of the road, like, get out the car.
Right.
Get out the car. It's gonna happen again. Pretty much saying this.
Oh, because the express
I'm still in the middle.
traffic is still coming.
And I'm like,
you right
bruh.
there.
I'm like, bruh, you know what I'm
In
saying?
the thick of everything.
In the thick of everything, and I'm fucking.
Oh.
I'm fucking worried about some weed, bro. I'm like, man, I don't want this nigga to get in here and find my shit because, damn, they gonna say I was doped up, but I wasn't. I was sober as fuck.
And you know
But,
that's gonna be the first thing they say.
They was like, can you walk? Can you walk? I just know, I just seen like blood just coming down my face.
Oh.
The airbag done damn slapped the shit out of me. I damn get out the seat.
Oh,
I'm glad I had my
my
seatbelt
God.
on. I step out the car. I put weight on this leg and I'm standing up. I go to put weight on this leg. That motherfucker feel like I just stepped in the pool. Like, no gear. Like it's all gear.
Oh.
There's nothing holding me up. Bro.
I
was
can
like,
dig
bro,
that.
I can't feel it. I had broke my femur, dog. I broke my femur.
Oh shit.
And shoot, they got me to they had the ambulance had to get there and they had to pretty much. Thank God, bro. Now I'm saying the story, but thank God, bro. Ain't no like
hallelujah.
cars came while
Man.
I'm in this because it's 2:00 in Atlanta, bro. Ain't nothing but drunk folks.
Right. Come on, man. All the clothes closed.
Yeah, in fact, the dude who
Bars
I
and
hit was
everything.
drunk. He said he was looking for a parking spot. He thought he was in a parking spot. That's another whole nother thing, bro. So I get to fucking to the yeah, they give me the ambulance, bro, and I'm just like, wow, bro. Like I don't think it sat in what was happening. You know what I'm saying? In fact, my dad, he tell the story like, man, you called me so calm. I knew it was bad because you was off in the ambulance, but you made me feel like it was alright. Like I'm not a person that panicked, but anyway, I get to the hospital, bro. My fucking foot is backwards because there's nothing holding it. You know what I'm saying? With this like it's just twisting, bro.
I don't know what I would do.
Like,
I don't know what I would say.
And the shit was wild, but long and short, bro, a lot of people say I was born again.
Yeah,
If
yes,
I get invited back, I'll
blessing.
tell you the whole thing.
Yeah,
But
and
But yeah, just making it through there, and I remember just feeling so helpless in that bed, bro. And I remember just thinking about life, and I was like, man, I talked to God on that table. I mean, on that bed, and I was like, bro, you know what I'm saying? I made a few promises in my head. I don't say them out loud to this day.
Right.
But me getting into photography and stopping, you know what I'm saying, having the courage to not stay with electrical was me fulfilling those promises on that bed, bro.
That's cool.
And a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? So with me starting anything, it's just like, man, just do that shit, dog.
Just do that.
Fuck it. Like, if it's in your spirit to do it, just do it. The wrong thing to do is to do anything for money. Not saying you shouldn't make money off what you do, but if you're going into it just for money, it ain't gonna work like how you want it to.
You are so right. You are so right. I mean,
and that's the best. And the best thing that I've ever been good at is I mistakenly stumbled upon.
Okay. Man, I respect that, man. I honor that. Like, dude, that's real. Like, the accident itself, you know, God was with you. I don't know what you was going through before that, you know, and I don't want to get too religious, but that was a wake-up call.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like you said, 2:00 a.m. Atlanta. Come on, man. Right there on 75, 85.
The branchial femur, bro, like it's a vessel in there. That, you know what I'm saying, I could have bled out right then, right there, bro. It's right there. It's right there, bro. It's right there.
Woo.
You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
You know what I'm saying? It's
like,
right there.
Man, this is.
I go, you know what I'm saying? Even when I went to go get some of my things from my car, I didn't look at the car when I was, you know what I'm saying, in the middle. But
what kind of car were you in?
It was a Malibu.
Like old school, new school? Hey, that mother must have been fire.
No, that shit was trash. No, but I'm proud of that car though. I can dig it. That car represented me coming from having my Avalanche repoed, having my dad buy me a car.
Okay.
And then finally getting my credit good enough and my money good enough to where I could get a car. Bro, my shit was like 14% interest on that shit, and I was happy.
Okay.
I'll put it like that. That's the period. You know what I'm saying? I was thankful for that car, but you know what I'm saying? I'm great. And I ain't shitting on nobody with no Malibu. The shit is nice. It's a nice car. I ain't gonna lie. But it wasn't.
I mean, I feel the same way about some cars. There's certain cars where I see people, speeding up and down the street, and I be like, that's shit. That's garbage. Cause I done own one.
I mean, shit. But I mean, the car it's a terrible car no matter which one you buy because it's just the worst investment in the world, bro.
Cars, yes, unless you just super rich and you just buy your shit. Just
you know what? But rich people lease that shit.
They lease it because they know that the value gonna drop.
It's stupid.
Yes,
to buy.
Yeah, it's stupid to buy.
Yeah,
because
I think
that's a bad investment.
It's a bad investment,
it's
bro.
a bad investment.
It's a terrible investment, but I'll do it again.
Yeah, same.
I'll do shit
again.
I'm a fucking sucker.
Hey, I mean, we like what we like, and it's not being a sucker. It's. I mean, come on now. I mean, as in the physical, as far as I know, we have one life to live. Yeah. So, you might as well get what you want while you're here.
Yeah, like man, you don't have to be mad or want. We fed to believe what we want.
Yeah.
And we was talking earlier even about the voting shit. Like, I just don't live in the world that everybody else does. Like, I'm so detached, dog.
I'm with you.
I'm so detached. Like, the pandemic hitting, not much of my life changed.
Okay. And same here. Same here, because I've been social distancing since I can remember. I mean, I was born an introvert.
Yeah.
So social distancing is a way of life for me.
Man, I thrive in front of like this, but like just hanging out with people. Just cause, I don't know, bro.
Same here.
Like this is fine. I can, you know what I'm saying, this for something.
It's for something.
And it feels like
right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not a dead personality, but I am very, like I said, protective of my energy.
Protective.
So I'm not.
You gotta be.
I can't be around a lot of people. Like most people only bond over like negative shit.
Yeah, and I see that.
Like it's just negative shit that they bond about. Like they get together and if we can not like enough things together, then we're friends. You know what I'm saying?
And then some people bond on I mean the negative things plus the fact that they can feed off each other's negative energy.
Misery loves company.
Same, yeah. So I mean, in the end, it was one point in my life, and it might be I couldn't talk to nobody unless it was, involving the dope game. You know what I'm saying? At one point in my life, because it was like I couldn't relate to anything but the dope game. So if you wasn't talking about something dealing with that shit, I couldn't hold a conversation with you. And that was, that was way back when, but that was one point in my life. So,
but that's people try and put it, and it is, you know what I'm saying, you do what you got to do, and it ain't, you know what I'm saying, praised, and it ain't necessarily.
No.
But dope boys are businessmen.
And that's how I learned. Honestly, that's how I learned a lot of my business tactics.
Dope boys are businessmen. You can't be stupid. Dope man. You have to know business, have to know personalities, and you know what I'm saying. And as a businessman, a good businessman, like this way we talking right now,
right?
You're only talking to me because it's business.
Because it's business.
You know what I'm saying? It can lead into personal,
right? Right. You're right.
It's the same thing,
and that's the way I deal with my life. Like honestly, 90% of the people that I speak with is business.
Yeah. Everybody else, I mean, I don't even talk on the phone much. So if I do talk on the phone, if it's personal, it's very short. It's a waste. I ain't gonna say it's a waste of time. I mean, you have to have bonds, but we getting older, bro. We getting to after 35. You know what I'm saying? You realize like it feel like shit counting down now.
Yeah, it's like you can't take anything for granted.
You have to it has to be something. And I'm not saying that you have to be shallow amongst it. I'm sure. This is our first time really having a real conversation. But I don't think this will be our last time.
No, it won't.
You know what I'm saying? And you can develop camaraderie, even if not friendships, along the way.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't I mean, the friendship, bro. Like, friends are cool, and they, you know what I'm saying, you need a colony. You can't do this shit by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, friends can be a double-edged sword.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So it's like you would be better off getting to a goal with comrades.
Comrades. So you got the same goal. You know?
Yeah. You have the same goal and you have a same mission, and you can bond around that mission. Once the mission is accomplished, you maybe if y'all on a personal level, it can be that way.
Yeah, if you gain a different bond.
Yeah,
then,
but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it don't have to always like be like, cause it's just hard to do. Like, I don't think people understand how hard it is to be a friend and to have a friend.
Man, that is
you know
hard.
what I'm saying? I think they just throw it around like
They
just
throw it
friend,
around.
friend.
I mean, friend, love, trust, a lot of things, a lot of words, just people just throw around.
Yeah.
You know, and
Especially that trust shit. That shit wild to me. I don't understand trust.
I don't understand.
I feel like it's a word that's only put in there to make confusion, resentment, and animosity. Because what do you mean trust? Like, a lot of people ask me what I mean. Like, because I don't trust people to be anything but people.
But
I trust you to
themselves.
be where you are.
Right.
But if people try and put this false, I don't know, imagine like
It's
you play a dangerous game if you try and make somebody perfect, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I have to trust you to not be human, and you know what I'm saying, I really engulf myself in what I believe the word trust means, and I engulf myself into that feeling, and you betray it. I can't imagine that. Can't imagine fucking with you again. And it shouldn't be like that. I should be able to love you unconditionally. Me not trust you to be nothing but human allows me to continue to love you after you do something human
that you wouldn't expect them to do.
Or not expect.
Okay, no expectation.
You know what I'm saying?
Understood.
I don't know.
Because expectation is
you
something like trust.
You can see somebody and you can. I don't ask anybody who they are. Like, even if it's like a dating setting, I don't ask a lot of questions up front.
Because I'm gonna find out.
I'm gonna find out. Yeah. Anything you say up front, that shit probably is either who you're trying to be or, you know what I'm saying,
trying to throw you off the trail.
Yeah, like I'd rather just not.
Yeah, and
I'll
I'm the
figure it
same
out.
way. The questions that I ask may just be, this surface questions. I don't know what you want to eat or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But I don't want to know who you are,
man.
Because I'm gonna find out who you are. Me myself, I have extensive background and all kinds of shit. So I'm gonna find out who a person is just by letting them speak.
Let them speak.
Letting them speak.
Just let them talk.
Yeah.
You'll figure it out.
I'm gonna figure it out. Just okay, go ahead. Just like on the dating scene, women, kind of love to chat. Go ahead.
You're gonna find out about their ex-boyfriend.
Everything.
You're gonna know
everything.
They're gonna spill the beans, and they're gonna let me know how much I'm not gonna tell you.
Exactly. So I'm already gaining, okay, so all right, so we gonna probably, be cool for a couple weeks.
Yeah. And it could be some things that throw, you know what I'm saying, that be exception to the rule. It could be something, or, you know what I'm saying, I don't even believe, like, I know right away if we're going to be together or not.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't necessarily feel like I would burn any bridges with anybody I meet. As far as, like, I don't have to court you or anything, but I think even with relationships, like, a lot of people leave relationships bitter, and they, feel like they're wasted time, and maybe in some ways it is, but I don't, just because you wasn't meant to be don't mean you weren't meant to be. If that makes sense.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I think that you have to have these journeys, and it don't have to look like everybody else, and that's where depression come from for me, bro. Like, we trying to obtain, like you said, the shit that media feeds us, and a lot of this shit outdated. A lot of it's really not attainable now. The views on women, the actual things that you have compared to back then, and the changes. We have still getting like projected something that's unrealistic. I get a lot of people who say they want a relationship like their grandparents. I'm like, well, I'm pretty sure your granddaddy beat the shit out your grandma all the time, and she couldn't say anything about it.
And he had some side
because
chicks.
he had he didn't get Twitter and Facebooked up, and he didn't get caught up because he didn't. By the time they know that they was at the funeral together.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the only time you figure out you had some infidelities, bro.
So,
but they try and mimic what the media feeds. Like, yeah, they stayed together the whole time. That's because women didn't have rights.
And then people are frowned upon if they, divorced. Or
it was not.
So it was like you fuck it, you took it.
Yeah,
whatever was given, you took it. And kept that shit in the house.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm not saying that it wasn't like some great relationship. It ain't. You know what I'm saying? Even if it was rough at one point, don't mean that it would end up being a beautiful thing. But I just don't like I don't like people painting and feeling. Their feelings about it doesn't actually match what it is, bro. To stay together means you just have to fucking stay together.
That means
you have to stay together. Like it don't mean staying. They say staying together means it was great the whole time.
Nah.
Or they don't really realize how bad that shit could be.
Yeah.
That's just not easy to fucking do, bro.
Yeah, both people can be going through some hell with each other, or one person or whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you're right. Sometimes not staying together is
the answer
for both people.
And just because you weren't meant to be don't mean you weren't meant to be.
Yeah, but that journey that they went through both taught them something valuable.
Exactly.
In their life. And at the same time, I'm sure they gained, different relationships through, that relationship,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, like different connections. It's all networking, bro.
Yeah.
Everything you meet. I don't think it's nothing that you come across in your passing in life that wasn't supposed to be in your passing that you're supposed to use. It's just depending on if you're too lazy to actually figure out why.
Exactly. Yeah. It's up to those who go out and get it.
Yeah.
So definitely. So I know we running short of time, and I really appreciate the interview.
We done burned it up, then.
Yeah, but that's cool. That's cool. So it's got to be a part 2. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's got to be a part 2.
We got some more.
And I appreciate you coming through.
Already.
And I appreciate all y'all for stopping through too. You know what I'm saying? This is Up and Coming with Javerick 100 Trillion, BlakCrown Radio. Don't forget, if you have an Android device, you can download the BlakCrown Radio app. That's BlakCrown, the BlakCrown Radio app on Google Play and on all Android devices. You can check us out on YouTube. You can check us out a lot of different places. Before we go, Kong, go ahead and plug yourself. Let them know where they can find you or any of the works that you do.
Yeah, you can find me at Kalon. That's KONG.KALON on IG. And same thing on Facebook, Kalon. Same thing on Twitter.
That's right. Hit them up. Dope pictures, dope photography, electrician.
Hey.
He's an artist as well, so hit him.
I'm fun to hang out with too.
Yeah.
If you ever need anybody who doesn't have like friends or no shit like that, I'm funny. I charge about $50.
Oh,
how much I charge you? About $50 to do this?
Hey,
$50.
I don't know. we gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that on camera. So yeah, we appreciate Kong stopping by, man. And on behalf of BlakCrown, we out.
All right.
Up and coming.